Hey guys, this is John with Warehouse Games. I'm doing a quick follow-up to the modern 8-whack deck that I just played. I'm here with StarFall on Skype. Hope you guys can hear him also. So hello, StarFall.
Hey, what's up? Can you all hear me? Doo-doo-doo.
Alright. Well, the thing is, Starfall hasn't seen the video yet, and it's only 9 minutes, so he's going to play, and we're going to talk about choices that I could have made versus what I didn't make. He'll pause his side of the video whenever he needs to talk. Okay? So, alright, let's roll.
Okay. If anybody doesn't know who I am, I'm Starfall on Moto. I've done a lot of 5.0s with this deck. I've played this deck on lots of PTQs and in paper and things. So, I'm actually the person that made the Burning Tree famous. So, this is definitely Goblin Guide into turn 2 Burning Tree into Bushwhacker. So
I actually did not go Goblin Guide turn 1. I went Legion because I didn't want my Goblin Guide to die to Bolt or Shock in this scenario, because I was thinking they might, since they had a mountain up, I would lead with Legionist instead of Guide.
Okay. That's incorrect. Just always kill them.
I didn't want to give them land off a Guide if they had it.
Well, sure, but
if they were gonna burn a waste of the burn spell, I would have preferred it at that point on the Legion.
Sure.
That way I could push more damage with the Guide followed up into Bushwhacker or something.
I recognize in the scenario that they have Lightning Bolt, you would rather them Lightning Bolt a Legion Loyalist, but first you don't know that they have Lightning Bolt.
They went Mountain Pass, so that's what I was thinking.
Sure, but sometimes they just don't have it. Also, it looks like they mulligan to 5.
Yes.
So just make them do it. Just always get them.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have cast Goblin Guide 10 out of 10 times there.
Okay.
At this point, you pretty much know that they probably don't have a Lightning Bolt at this point also, because they didn't Lightning Bolt it.
Yeah.
If your opponents warp their Salt, which they're probably not because they're in the 2-man queues, no offense, opponent. I hope that you don't get mad if you see this. But he's in the 2-man queues too. We also know that they probably don't have a Lightning Bolt. Because they didn't play it, because Loyal Legionist is super, super aggressive, and you need to conserve your life total as much as possible there. They're not really doing a whole lot. They probably just didn't get a whole lot because they mulliganed.
That's what I was thinking. So I'm going to lead into Burning Tree into...
Yeah, this is Burning Tree into Bushwhacker.
Yeah. Where it's red-green, we obviously have to use the Surge instead of the other, because we don't have the 2 red available.
Yeah.
But still, it's pretty sweet damage being pushed.
Absolutely.
They do kill the Burning Tree at this point.
Okay.
But I'm still okay, damage is still coming, because it's
fine.
Still good.
Yeah, so if it's Goblin Guide turn 1 instead of Loyal Legionist, they're at 2 less life at the end of this turn.
Wouldn't it be just 1 less? Because it's... Well, actually, yeah, it would be 2, because 1 point last turn and this turn. Alright. But of course they could be getting lands, which they would need, and maybe be able to put up more resistance.
So that mindset prevents you from playing the math game. So, the idea of they could draw lands off Goblin Guide, therefore I shouldn't play it, isn't a very good foundation. The foundation should be make them have it, murder them in the face. So.
Murder, death, kill.
Yeah, like, there are very few matchups that you're the control deck, and that's only after sideboard ever.
Okay.
So, like, you're the control deck whenever you have, like, a bunch of forked bolts and, like, smash to smithereens against, like, traditional affinity. And, like, Goblin Chain Whirler's really good there, but, like, it just depends on what your sideboard looks like and things. But, like, you are rarely the control deck.
I wasn't for sure what my opponent was on this deck, so they Spirit Guide into a Karn, and I was like, okay, I still don't know what they're playing.
They didn't play Karn. They just cast Spirit Guide.
They're in a minute. They do play Karn.
Okay, I gotcha.
The 4-drop one. I thought that was right there, but nope.
Okay, so
this is awesome because first strike off Legionist.
Yeah. So in this scenario with these cards in my hand, it's Foundry Street and a Bushwhacker.
That's what I chose to do because I figured the +1 would matter.
Yeah. Like it's just get a bunch of damage in. If they would have played the Giant instead of the Simian Spirit Guide, which would have been better, then they would have been able to block the Loyal Legionist that they knew about. So I'm a little bit confused of why they didn't do that, but like
the Giant does seem better in that scenario for them for sure.
A little trick is if you right-click the triggers, you can hit Always Yield. So that just makes it go faster.
All right.
It's super useful. A huge number of people don't know what this card does.
Mm-hmm.
You can typically use that to your advantage.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I highlighted it and mentioned First Strike.
Yeah.
First Strike is good. Unless they had some type of sweeper, this just looks really bad for them.
Oh, yeah, this is terrible. Even if they have a sweeper, they're at 3.
Yeah. And then my 3 lands, Goblin Guide and Bushwhacker, follows up really good after a sweeper.
They'd be at 4 if that Goblin Guide wasn't in your hand.
There's that card.
Okay, cool.
I figured they cared about artifacts at that point, so I bring in Smash the Smithereens from the sideboard for game 2.
Okay.
I was like, they have to have some type of artifact they care about if they're playing this card.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like Ensnaring Bridge is bad for you.
Yeah, Ensnaring Bridge is bad.
They're dead!
Yes, they're so dead.
If you can't figure out how to win from here, I don't know how to help you anymore. So,
do you know how to play Pokemon?
Like Pokemon Go or
the TCG card game? Because if I lost in that scenario, it would be time to switch games.
Okay, so is that what are? It's hard for me to see all these cards actually. So we have Dismember, Pirate Spellbomb. That's a Tormund
script. Flame of Keld.
Flame of Keld. This is Smash? Okay.
Yeah. I chose to bring in Smash.
I like 4 Smash. I like to take out Mogwar Marshal. And your worst creature is probably Loyal Legionist. I guess you're on the... Okay, so you can take out some... the Mogwar Marshal and Mog Fanatics.
I took out the Fanatics, and I took out a grenade.
Why did you side out a grenade?
I just thought maybe 4 was more than enough. So I was like, trim one. Why not?
Okay.
It was
Goblin Grenade rarely gets cut.
Yeah.
The
5
times
damage is really good.
the times that I cut Goblin Grenade involve they are like Jund. Against Jund, I'll trim one sometimes.
Yeah.
But like rarely. Like I don't cut that card. It's real good. War Marshal isn't in the not budget build of the deck, so I'm going to cut it basically every time. The times that I'm not going to cut Mog War Marshal is going to be the times that blocking matters a lot.
Okay. At some point, when I get the chance, I will upgrade this into the fetch version. I was telling the audience that you prefer the fetch version over this version, obviously.
Yeah. This is real good.
Because you get Grim Lavamancer too, which is sweet.
Yeah. Grim Lavamancer sweet.
Yeah. I kept this hand, obviously.
Yes, and sweet.
I was even like, hey, I got my sideboard card. Yay.
Yeah.
Led with Fanatic into Bushwhacker or into Emissary Bushwhacker guy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You play Legionist here.
Maybe I did. Ha!
Yay! Okay. Why did you play Legionist there?
Because of haste.
Okay. Why? Like?
Well, has haste right now. It's going to be able to attack. Fanatic does not have haste, so it's not going to attack. Next turn, I can play Fanatic, I play the Burning Tree, and both of them get haste.
Right. So on turn 3, you can play Fanatic plus the other Bushwhacker.
Yes, that's what I lined up. Yeah. So it's a little bit of murder, death, kill. Get in there for one.
Absolutely.
The murder, death, kill comes from a movie called Demolition Man, if you haven't seen it.
I haven't.
It's an old Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone flick. It's actually really good. You should watch it.
All right.
Hey, there's your Chandra.
Cool. Yeah, like I like killing Chandra, I think. I like killing Chandra, I think.
I was debating about going to the face versus attacking Chandra.
Yeah. Yeah, I like killing Chandra here, I think.
Yeah. Getting that extra burning tree was pretty sweet right there.
Yeah, that was good for you, bud. Good job.
It was like, yay. So I send half the team to Chandra, half the team to the face for more murder, death, kill.
Yeah, that's super fair.
To be fair, my opponent's not doing too much in this game.
Yeah, they just exiled 2 Simian Spirit Guides for not very much value.
Yeah.
Yeah. There aren't a whole lot of decisions to be made in this game. Cool.
Yeah, you see how that happened, huh?
How many cards do they have? It's hard for me to see.
They have 1 card left in hand.
Okay.
So obviously the choice is Smash, and then I still have the Fanatic Bushwhacker to follow up if they do Wrath of some sort.
Absolutely.
But that would have been a well-timed ensnaring bridge for them.
I disagree with this play.
You disagree with killing the ensnaring bridge?
No. So you smash the Smithereens, and then you play Fanatic.
I chose not to, just in case they do wipe, because Fanatic plus Bushwhacker ends the game next turn if they Sweltering Suns or something right here. If they deal 3 damage to all the creatures,
right.
Next, I untap, play Fanatic, then I get a surge,
Sure.
and then that still ends the game. So I didn't think there was no reason to overcommit at that point.
Like it puts him to 3. Yeah, like I see that the only the only real way that they're gonna like come back is like,
They had to
hey,
have the
draw a
sweeper.
bunch of lands from now on, and then nothing. Okay, sure.
All right. So
Um, yeah, you should like be playing in leagues and stuff. Playing
definitely.
leagues. I believe in you.
I just didn't want
Uh,
the videos to go too long. That's the only reason I was doing the 2-man queues.
yeah. You can just like you can like mix them up. You can be like, hey, this is a video of this league. This is a video of this game, like this match.
Obviously, yeah, that's
This,
what I'll end up doing, I'm sure. All right. Well, this is 8 whack. This is my buddy StarFall. If you guys like this type of scenario, let me know. More than likely, we'll have him on in future matches to review things because one of the key components of this channel for me is to be able to learn how to be a better player. And I believe Richard, aka Starfall, will be able to help me do that. So,
I'm certainly gonna try. Like I've been trying to send you like articles and stuff to read. Like yeah.
if there was one piece of advice for newer or rusty players, other than just playing a bunch more Magic, what would that advice be?
Figure out what matters. So a long time ago, Patrick Chapin wrote an article on what John Finkel said, and what John Finkel said was focus on what matters, and it's figure out what matters first, and then focus on it entirely. So in that game, it's really easy to determine that ensnaring bridge matters, so you kill it. But in games like, should I lightning bolt this creature, or should I be trying to sacrifice my 2 dudes so I can draw this specific card in 3 turns and then kill them, and that's the scenario that you have to play to? Focus on that. So, like, figure out what to focus on and then focus on it.
All right. Definitely cool, man. I appreciate your time tonight. And I will holler at you in the near future. YouTube, keep an eye out for this guy. All right? Peace.
Peace.